Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Welcome back to another amazing video. Ben, go ahead. There it is. That's the wave I was waiting for. Listen, I am so excited. Today's a big day. It's the day that I finally get to show you guys all the different things that I've been doing with the E36. There's a huge update that it's been undergoing this entire time. And without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, so as you can see, we got a whole bunch of different things done, and I'm super excited. I'm super excited. So first and foremost, a while ago, I ordered a seat. Actually, I didn't even order the seat. I bought the seat from my friend Matt. Tag his IG below. Matt the Ginge, you're the best. I appreciate you. So I bought this seat off of Matt, and I was just super ready to take my car to the next level because I already had a bucket seat before. So I know how they feel, and I know what type of difference that they make. So buying the bucket seat, it was a Sparko bucket seat, as you can see. I was super happy because the last one that I had was a Bride or Brid, however you guys decide that you want to pronounce it. So then after that, I said, okay, well, I got my seat, I got my railings. Now it's time for me to get a decent harness. Well, I mean, the decision was pretty clear to go ahead and stay with Sparko. So I looked up online, I found a decent set of Sparko. I have a 5-point harness, decent set of 5-point harnesses. Went ahead and got them, and the only thing that was left for me to do after that was go ahead and get that harness bar. Went ahead, got the harness bar, installed everything. We were gonna eventually do installs for you guys, but after I accumulated so many things, I just couldn't wait to put them on. So I just went ahead and just put them on. And sorry guys, but there's plenty of videos online of these types of installs. So all it is just a click and type away. After that, another major thing I decided to do was go ahead and get that Hydro e-brake installed. So now I can pow it whenever I want. Insert Tokyo Drift clip. Sorry guys, I was laughing because that's like my second take that I took on that. So continuing, now I can pow it whenever I want. Ben behind me is getting all the cinematics and all the B-rolls so that we can make this video the best that we can for you. So after the e-brake was installed, I had help with my friend SJT Drifts. His name is Steven on Instagram. And he helped me out, get everything set up. All my wires ran through properly. And we tested it out, make sure everything was good. The brakes locked up really good.
My bad.
Everything locked up great. And honestly, the rest was history. But like I said, I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I finally got all of these things done. I've had many E36s in the past, but this one by far is my favorite. And this one by far is the one that I've probably put my most heart into this build. Oh yeah, so by the time this video is dropping, you guys would have already seen my side mirrors. Let me know what you guys think about that. They are actually, well, one of them is completely done, but for the most part they're done, and they've already had their curing process. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what that looks like as well too. So as you can see, that side mirror came out really well, and I'm super happy with how it came out. Honestly, I couldn't be happier. So after that, I'm probably gonna go and work on the hood next, and that's as far as the paint goes. So now that you guys have seen all of the major things that we've did to update and bring the E36 basically ready for its first drift day, the only thing left to do now is to show you guys just how much progress it's made. So We're gonna hop in the car and we're gonna go for a nice drive. But there's one catch. Ben, are you ready for the catch? You ready for the catch?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not driving. Ben is. All right, Ben. So before we even hop in, I want a before and after review. So before you get into the car, before you drive it, what are you thinking? What are you expecting? What are you not expecting? Let's see.
That's a great question.
That's right.
I mean, I'm expecting a rigid ride. I mean, obviously this is a drift car. You know, it's set up for Type R. It's set up for, you know, for throwing it around essentially, right? So I mean, these cars, drift cars in general, they're meant for, you know, high speeds and slinging it around a corner or slinging it around a track, things like that. It's not meant to be a comfortable ride in a sense. You know, it's more meant to perform. So with that being said, obviously things are going to be stiffer, you know, things are going to be more compact, I guess you could say, in that nature. So, you know, I'm expecting it to be a little rough. You know, just driving it around here, which is what we're going to do. Obviously, I'm not going to slide it. I'm not going to drift it. But that's
you
what
can if you want.
But that's, you know, that's all I'm expecting. I'm expecting it to be a little rough. I'm not saying it's not going to be enjoyable, but I understand what this car is purpose for. So I have that going into, you know, getting in the car and driving it now that, you know, Jamal pretty much has it almost to where, you know, he wants to have it, you know, for drift purposes. So let's get it on the road and let's see what it's like.
Boom. Okay, so like I was saying, there we go. Yeah. So
I don't know how none of this works.
there you go.
Look.
Now everything should be able to lock in. Right. Now pull it. And pull it. Right. Until you're snug. Right.
About as good as it's gonna get.
That's about as good as it's gonna get. All right. So keys.
Now the worst part about this is that Jamal's like 6 foot something. I don't know if this seat's adjustable, but I'm about
It's not.
I'm about 5'8" on a good day. When my back doesn't hurt, if my back hurts, I'm about 5'6".
Yep. He's gonna be extending.
So I'm gonna have to super extendo. Grab our
Okay.
wheel here.
Wheel. Pull in.
Okay.
Push forward. And just twist until it locks in. Boom.
Boom, just like that.
Just like that.
It's hot.
It's very hot.
It's
Welcome
very
to
hot.
Drift Life.
All right.
Okay, first gear.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of play because I gotta still work on some things, but
Right.
for the most part.
And we're rolling.
Is this your first time driving a welded diff?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, now it's gonna be very aggressive.
Oh!
It's okay. The tighter the turn, the more aggressive it's gonna feel. That should be second.
Yeah.
Okay, so you feel how short that throw is.
Yeah, it's very short.
Very short.
Very short.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna find fifth gear.
All right,
So
that's fine.
don't even waste your time. There you go.
All right, I'm just gonna let this traffic pass real quick.
For what it's worth, it's just one car.
It is 2 cars.
Oh,
I'm
now
honestly
it's 2
just
cars.
trying to give myself as much time as possible. Like I said, Jamal's a tall guy. The seat's not adjustable. So I'm like extendoing my leg right now in
That's
order
funny.
to reach. And this seat sits so low on the frame. Again, like I said, I'm a short
It
guy.
does.
You know, 5'8" on a good day. So I'm like trying to extend myself up to look over. But let's get rolling.
There you go. Okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, you feel it?
I feel it.
Okay, so this gear ratio on the differential is very, very high.
Okay.
So first gear is damn near non-existent.
Right.
Good job finding third, by the way. Second gear is kind of like turned into first. And you're already in fourth?
Yeah, I'm already in fourth.
That's it.
I do this, baby. Come on now.
Yep, that's right. But okay, so driving right now, how do you feel? How does it feel? Talk to us.
I'm gonna have to speak up as loud as I can. I don't know how well you guys can hear me. There's a lot of noise going on, but obviously, like I said, guys, this car is built for, you know, a single purpose, and that is to drift. So you're not looking for the comfortability, you're not looking for the noise canceling, you're looking for performance. And this car will do what you want it to do around the drift track, which is drift. So you guys might be able to hear, it's very loud, it's very clunky. You might even be able to hear, you know, the wheel bearings or the differential whine, things like that, because, you know, this diff is welded. Now, just driving, you know, the speed that I'm driving at right now, 35, 40 miles an hour, it's not that bad. I mean, I could see somebody or Jamal, you know, having this spec the way he does, being able to drive it on a daily basis. It's not going to be the most comfortable, but it can definitely be dailyable, if that makes sense. But it feels very good. The steering is very direct.
Right?
Yeah, the steering is very direct. And, you know, the shifter feels really good. It's very short. I mean, literally, like, that's third gear right there.
Right.
It's not like there's play when the car is in neutral.
Right.
But there's not a lot of play when it comes to actually, you know, shifting gears first, second, third, fourth, fifth.
Right.
And things like that. So that does feel good. Oh, there's a car coming. Pause. He's turning, so.
You can go ahead and give it a little pull too if you want. His first stall.
First stall.
There it is. It's okay though.
I blame the seat positioning.
I honestly do that. I'll give him that. I'll blame that too. All right, let it rip a little bit. There we go. Okay. How does it feel? You got a couple smiles per gallon.
Yeah, just a couple smiles per gallon.
Yep. And honestly, for what it's worth, Ben's being very nice to this car.
I am.
For no reason.
I mean, like I said, guys, this car is meant to be, you know, beat on. You know, it has a very, you know, it has a single purpose, which is to be beat on and thrown around crazily.
Right.
And that's how Jamal's, you know, built this car. And that's how he spec'd this car in order to be beat on. Now, can I beat on it? Sure. But literally, I can't. I don't have enough room.
Oh my God.
I don't have enough room. But I did get some pretty good pulls in there. Was really I was trying my best not to granny shift.
And the GoPro's holding up.
Knock
on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood. We don't want to lose that bad boy. But yeah, I mean, overall, me personally, I could never really understand why people drifted. To me, before all of this, it didn't make a lot of sense because people were putting so much time and money into a car, and if you weren't good enough, or if you didn't, you know, get scouts that look at you, I don't know how it really works, or sponsorships, things like that.
Right.
If people weren't, you know, looking at you, all that time and money that you spent making, you know, a normal car into a drift car, tires, axles breaking, welding your diff, things like that, it didn't make sense to me because you put all that money into something and you didn't see anything from it.
Right.
But after, you know, and while I'm driving this car, I can really see, you know, why people do it, because one, it's fun, right? Who doesn't like, you know, building their own project car, whether that be, you know, something that's super high horsepower and you want to go, you know, for power or time or whatever on the drag strip, or something like this to where you just want to, you know, slide it around and have a good time. And, you know, maybe you're not really looking for, you know, a sponsorship or some sort of deal or some sort of gain or benefit out of it.
Right.
So now that I'm driving this, you know, I'm getting a better understanding of, you know, this could, you know, be fun. And I absolutely have no idea how to drift, you know, a car like this. You know what I'm saying? You probably see me put it into a wall. I've never had any sort of training or anything like that.
Let me just butt in real quick. So when I bought this car was bought to be drifted. But the way that it's being built, the car is going to be set up to do anything. If I want time attack, all I have to do is just swap out or adjust a couple things in my suspension, and I can go ahead and do that. If I want to drift, I can go ahead and do that. If I want to drag, if I want to put this on a drag strip, I can go ahead and just swap out a couple things. Probably tires, adjust a couple things in my suspension and go ahead and do that. So the amazing part about building a drift car is that the components that make that car a drift car basically just make that car able to do anything, if that makes sense.
Yes, I mean, just going off what Jamal said, you know, again, when you're able to build your own car, it opens up the world of possibilities of being able to do whatever you want to do with that car
and become a better driver.
Exactly, and become a better driver. Because, you know, me and Jamal personally, we know a lot of very well-known drifters, and they're phenomenal drivers. You know, some of them have never even touched, you know, a car like mine, an F80 M3, but they can get behind the wheel of that car and they can drive it better than me, and I own the car, you know, if that makes sense. And that's just their, you know, experience with owning a drift car, throwing it around, and just being able to fill out a car. It's all, you know, a lot of people say, you know, it's driver mod, and that's a true statement, because the better the driver, it doesn't matter what kind of car you get into or whatever, you know, behind the wheel of whatever car you're in. As long as you're a good driver, you can do anything with anything. So, you know, that's my 2 cents on, you know, the drift build that Jamal's, you know, throwing together. I will say it's fun. I'm having as much fun as I can possibly have with my height restrictions.
Right.
But all around, I like it. You know, like I said, if you wanted to daily it, you could. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I need some AC.
I can't blame you.
Woo, baby, it's 90 degrees outside right now. We're shooting this video and I'm dying.
Got a little Beamer boy over there.
Yeah.
Better mind your business, brother. You don't want these problems.
That's funny.
Literally, you don't want these problems.
He already got him, man. What you talking about? He owns a
That's
BMW.
true.
He knows. If you own a BMW, you know.
A 335 nonetheless.
Yeah.
Good
Even
luck.
worse. Yeah. But we made it back, guys. I'm gonna try to park this thing without stalling.
Don't put me in no glass. That's all
What
I'm
you
asking.
mean?
Don't put me in
I can't see
glass.
nothing.
That's funny. Honestly,
There it is.
we can just swap seats. All right, we're gonna swap seats. I'm gonna show them a little something. Oh man, I won't lie, it is hot. Make sure I got a little. Wake them up a little bit.
And that's what Jamal meant by we were gonna switch seats.
I tried to tell Ben. She likes to be driven, man. I don't know.
In my defense, I could barely reach the pedals. In my defense, I could barely reach the pedals, so I did the best I could.
So now let's be honest, right? I'm gonna ask you an honest question, Ben.
Right.
If you can wake up, right, and you can get into a car like this, have all the fun in the world you can for $6K, right? For less money than it costs for your hood and to get it painted. Would you not do it? It's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? Like, imagine being able to go to a track, right? If you really wanted to learn how to drive, right? Imagine just buying one of these, right?
Right.
Going to the track and learning everything you need to learn about driving, right? So that when you decide to go in your M, you know all these things and you can put down such a better lap time. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, cars like these to me are timeless because in their era, they were built at the top of their line, at the top of their class. So you're getting a good car for the money.
Yeah, no, I mean, for the money, ideally, yeah, I mean, you could throw this thing together for less than $6K and whip it around and have a lot of fun, like Jamal said, and gain a lot of experience, you know, driving wise,
Exactly.
whether that be drifting or just taking it to an actual, you know, track, a circuit. But I'm a trial by fire kind of guy.
That's funny.
I'm a one and done kind of guy. Everything I do is one and done. I like going with the best of the best and leaving the rest.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
But
Let
no.
me say something. Mike, I know you're gonna watch this video. We're gonna keep this between us. Also, shout out my brother and shout out his girlfriend Salima. They have watched our videos religiously from the first one up until the last, and they definitely deserve our gratitude and appreciation. So thank you guys so much for all the support you guys have been doing. With that being said, let's get back to it.
This car is very rowdy, but it's fun. But it's hot.
It is very hot.
Yeah, guys, we're almost back at Jamal's place. So once we get the E36 parked up in the driveway, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do the outro.
Honestly, this has been one of, I think, our funnest videos in a long time.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know who's watching this video. If you guys have been here since the beginning when we had the bikes,
Man.
me and Jamal, we had a blast on the bikes. I mean, we would go out and we would do crazy things. Nothing too dangerous, of course.
To die for.
To die for, right? Nothing too crazy. But you know, the bikes were a lot of fun.
Right.
And we've just been so caught up in pushing out content and knowledge for you guys, you know, about BMWs and just about things in general, that we've not really slipped away from, you know, having fun, but we've just been having less fun. And to do a video like this where, you know, I can drive Jamal's drift car and Jamal can drive his drift car and he can throw it around and we can update you guys on, you know, his progress and how much progress he's made and the plans that and the things that he plans on doing, you know, with the drift car and things like that. You know, all in all, it's just a lot of fun. But we're parking now, so give us a second.
Whew. All right, guys, we made it back safe and sound. Neighbors are pulling in, but yeah, like he was saying, man, we've been putting so much effort and energy into making the videos a certain type of way, and just the fact that we can just take a day and set it aside for just showing you guys all the updates that we've done, but really just having fun in a car, you know, that we've built together on this channel, and really just getting a chance to just let loose and just have a good time. It's just so awesome that we can do that. With that being said, Ben, you drove, you gave us your review before driving, you gave us your review while driving. Tell them how you feel after I showed you how I drive.
Well, like Jamal said, guys, I mean, what you guys saw is what the car is meant for, right? That's the potential that the car has. Again, like I said, I couldn't really reach the pedals, so I did my absolute best.
He's cheesing. He had a good ass time. Look at his face.
No, I had a great time. Like I said, for what the car was and what the car is, I had a great time. Just, you know, just driving around like I did, you know, doing a little pull here and there.
Right.
But what Jamal did is the potential that the car actually has. Yeah, maybe I could have did something like that if the seat was a little bit further forward. You can see the height difference here, but no excuses.
I can't even lie. This car has more potential than that. I haven't even fully reached part of what this car can do. It's beyond my driving ability right now. When I become a better driver, hopefully it'll reflect in our videos as well. But yeah, man, every day I fall more and more in love with this car, and I'm just so glad that, you know, you guys can see the growth like how I am. With all that being said, comment down below your favorite mod that I've done so far. Comment down below your favorite drift car. And comment down below your favorite part of Ben's review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you can. Like, comment, subscribe if you like the video. Comment down below what you liked and subscribe so you can see the next one. Thanks again, guys, and peace out.